The South Australian Premier has announced a further $126.25 million in disaster support for residents and businesses in South Australia. The funding is jointly provided by the Commonwealth and state governments and will be made available from today to assist communities hit by the floods, which started mid-November last year. It includes grants to businesses that have been directly impacted by the floods. Peter Malinauskas commented on the magnitude of the financial support being provided.
Today, we do announce an additional $126 million worth of funding, jointly funded through this Commonwealth and the state government, to prepare us for the recovery effort in front of us. This is the biggest funding package to any disaster in our understanding in the state's history.
Emergency Management Minister Murray Watt praised the community's efforts and signalled further flood assistance funding could be on the cards in the future.
Can I, from the beginning, commend the efforts of the South Australian Government, the South Australian Emergency Services, both professional staff and volunteers, and South Australian communities more generally, for the incredible preparedness that we've seen in the weeks leading up to this event. This isn't necessarily the end of support for South Australia. Of course, what the federal government does is rely very heavily on state governments to provide advice as to what assistance is needed. State governments are obviously closer to the ground than we are in Canberra.